Hello and welcome back once again to Infinite Jeff, the project where I, the man known as Jeff, read the book Infinite Jest to you one page at a time, one day at a time. Put it up on YouTube. This is page 445. Here we go. His leather vest, it says Bob Death. A biker chick's got her arms around his waist from behind, as is SOP. He tells Gately it was good to hear somebody share from the heart about his struggles with the God component. It's weird to hear a biker use Boston AA word share, much less component or heart. The other white flaggers have stopped talking and are watching the two men sort of just awkwardly stand there, the biker embraced from behind and straddling his throbbing hog. The guy's got on leather spats and a leather vest with no shirt, and Gately notices the guy's got a jailhouse tat of AA's weird little insignia of a triangle inside of a circle on one big shoulder. Robert F/Bob Death asks Gately if by any chance he's heard the one about the fish. Glenn K in his fucking robe overhears, and of course he's got to put his own oar in and breaks in and asks them all if they've heard the one. What did the blind man say as he passed the Quincy Market fish stall? And without waiting, he goes, "Evening, ladies." A couple male white flaggers fall about, and Tamara N slaps at the back of Glenn K's pointy hood, but without real heat, as in like, what are you going to do with this sick fuck? Bob Death smiles coolly. South Shore bikers are required to be extremely cool in everything they do, and manipulates a wooden match with his lip and says, "No, not that fish one." He has to assume a kind of bar shout to clear the noise of his idling hog. He leans in more toward Gately and shouts that the one he was talking about was this wise old whiskery fish. Swims up to three young fish and goes, "Morning, boys, how's the water?" and swims away. And the three young fish watch him swim away and look at each other and go, "What the fuck is water?" and swim away. The young biker leans back and smiles at Gately and gives an affable shrug and blats away, a halter top's tits mashed against his back. Gately's forehead was wrinkled in enormous pain all the way up Route 3 home. They were in the back of Ferocious Francis's old car. Glenn K was trying to ask what was the difference between a bottle of 15-year-old Hennessy and a human female vagina. Crocodile Dickie N, up riding shotgun, told Glenn to try to fucking remember there was ladies' presence. Ferocious Francis kept moving the toothpick around his mouth and looking at Gately in the rear view. Gately wanted to both cry and hit somebody. Glenn's cheap pseudo-demonic robes had the faint, rank, oily smell of a dish towel. There was no smoking in the car. Ferocious Francis had a little oxygen tank he had to carry around in a thin, pale blue oxygen-like tube thing that lay under his nose and was taped there and sent oxygen up his nose. All he'd ever say about the tank and the tube is that they were not his personal will, but that he'd submitted to advice, and now here he was, still sucking air and staying rabidly active. Something they seem to omit to mention in Boston AA when you're new. Okay, that's page 445 of The Infinite Jeff. Have a good night. Bye.